So call Robbie, 800-691-7898. And Bob Chapman, smack people over the head. Tell them what to do.
Well, you know, I just don't understand people because they have these cash value insurance policies and annuities. They're in the stock market. Every portfolio I've looked at is off a minus 40%. And, of course, the pensions, profit sharing, and the general investing public have taken horrendous losses. And the market has gone from 66 to 8,400. And that can keep on indefinitely. And it's gone up on bad news, not good news. So if you want to continue to lose money, continue to be in real estate, the stock market, insurance policies and annuities, and don't forget that if you do not take action, you'll lose even more money. You know, even some of the best people in the business who don't understand what we do about the Illuminists and what they're trying to do. And they try to figure it out in a logical, reasoned, intelligent way, and they can't do it. And they've gotten clobbered in the market.
What's going on is totally illogical. It follows...
And it's going to break. And when it breaks, you're not going to have a chance to get out. You've got to switch those assets to gold and silver-related assets. You have to. It's the only wealth protection available. There is nothing else. There's other things that you might, from time to time, be able to make money with, but that's not what this is about. This is not an investment. It's an insurance policy. The only one that's available. And if you don't take advantage of it with your extra cash, money that you have for investment, then you're a fool. Because you're going to wake up and there's going to be $2,000 or $3,000 gold, and the commercial building you own is down 70%. The house that you own in one of the 30 hot cities is down 60%. Your pension, your profit sharing are down 70%. And then maybe they may even say, well, you can roll all of your retirement and insurance benefits and annuities into the Social Security system, and we'll take good care of you. Yeah, like Soylent Green.
Yeah.
These people are evil, and you've got to understand that. And you've got to come in and be buyers to save your own selves.
And, Bob, people, look, I understand people are always looking for deals out there, and we applaud you for doing that. But I want you to remember something, that every bit of profit that we turn off of Republic Trading Group, every single dime, goes into the functioning of this network. So when you don't buy from us, and we don't get this small margin of profit off of that deal, and it's small, folks, when we don't turn that, the bills don't get paid at the network. So I don't know what else to tell folks.
John needs your help.
Yeah,
give it to him.
There you go.
I mean, he's sticking his neck out for you.
And
I don't need your help. I have a subscriber base, but I don't get paid by anybody else. But John, the network, RBN, needs your help. Do you understand that? Otherwise, they're going to be off the air.
Well, and Bob, there's a little conflab coming up, and I'm not going to talk about this a whole lot, but some of the best minds in the country are getting together at the Jekyll Island Project. This has been headed up by Bob Schultz from We the People. And it's a who's who of the better thinkers here in America to sit down and have a conflab as to map out a strategy. There's Continental Congress coming up later this year. And I need to, folks, where do you think I get money for the airfare, to go to this thing? I mean, where it comes from this network, so I can network with other people, that we can move ahead and stay at least a step ahead of these globalists and come up with a plan to defeat them, because we're that close in this country. I don't know if people even recognize it. They're numb from all the gibberish that they've gotten over the last 10 years. They've been taught how to be scared to death, not only from the alternative media, but from the government and the news media itself. I'm tired of being scared. I'm tired of seeing people be scared. I want them to have something that they can sink their teeth into and a foundation of which they can build on, so we can get this country back, because these clowns, Bob, they are relatively few. We break the bonds with them in this country, we're back in business. We're back to being at least people controlling our own destiny, our own lives in our own country. But if we leave these people get away with what they've been getting away with, and they've been doing it in spades, if we continue to let them do that, folks, you're going to wake up and it's not even going to be the United States of America anymore. It almost isn't right now. Let's go back to the phones. Ben in Texas, you called back.
Yeah, I was so excited last time that I knocked the phone off my desk.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm real excited to talk to the three amigos here, and I've been listening to y'all for a long time, and I heeded your warnings and positioned myself pretty well years ago.
Good.
Thanks to you and Robbie. And I have a question for Bob, though. For those of us that have been following you for these years and are well positioned in gold and silver, what else can we do as far as hedge against inflation?
Well, I don't know of anything else you can do. You can try trading the markets, but it's extraordinarily dangerous for non-professionals, and I don't recommend it. You know, it's a dream for a broker, but it's not very helpful to you and your profit efforts, and so I strike that out. There just is no way you can go. I think you should concentrate in being successful continually at your own business. You know, the things that you are into, things that you understand, and the more money you make at your own business, the more that you can help other people. You can buy more things, whether it's gold or silver, or things for people in your family, food and filters, and maybe a gun or two if they don't have one, and teach them how to shoot.
Let me ask you this: at what percent of your portfolios, I guess, overweight? As far as gold and silver are concerned. At what percentage?
I'm 100%, and everybody else can make their own decision. You want to be in U.S. bonds with the hyperinflation coming? I don't think so. Definitely. You want to be, and incidentally, both the 30-year Treasury and the 10-year Treasury note have broken down through their 200-day moving averages, and those interest rates are moving higher, which means the value of U.S. bonds is going lower. And it also affects the entire bond market. And as yields go up, people lose money. And you have a stock market that's way overbought. It's up 34% in 2 months.
Craziest thing ever.
It is.
Well, it is, and
like
you can't go there. You can't go into real estate, which is still coming down, but commercial and residential. All you can do is gold and silver-related assets, and the other things I mentioned. There just isn't anything that I know of, and if anybody does know something that people can do that don't have to be qualified to do, please let me know.
I'll tell you.
Uh-oh.
Mining penny stocks.
Well, you can.
I hate to bring this up, but the returns on my penny stocks since the beginning of the year are just short of phenomenal. I think the lowest return I got on any of them is 80%.
Well, Robbie, from a suitability viewpoint, if somebody wants to buy one or two, that's one thing. And it's gambling money.
Absolutely.
But the average person should not be doing that. And if they do, they should do it with maybe 3 or 4 or 5% of their portfolio, and that's it.
Bob, is Robbie your stockbroker?
I mean, I hate to tell Bob this, but since January, Coeur d'Alene Mines is up 217%.
Yeah, but that's not a speculative stock.
Yeah.
I know, but
It's a mining company that produces gold and silver.
You know, if you really want to roll the dice, what's General Motors stock? What was it, $1.06 today? I think it was up a penny. Now
We're short at 38.94.
Yeah, now there's a real penny stock. And you watch what happens when this Fiat merger and General Motors, which, by the way, it's going to be owned by Fiat. It's no longer going to be a General Motors or a U.S. operation. It'll be owned by Fiat. They'll make sure of it. And maybe the stock will go up a buck or two. So if you got $500,000 that you want to gamble with,